So this is 1.7 problem set. And looking at 1 through 20 now, I'm going to skip that. So if I assigned any problems in 1.7, 1 to 20, just skip those. And let's go to 21 to 30. And it says each of the following problems has a mistake in it, correct the right-hand side. So the right-hand side is not correct. So like 29, 10 times 1 equals 0. What is 10 times 1? Well, it's 10. So you're going to correct the 0 there. So each one of those you should be fine. Using the associative property to rewrite each of the following expressions and then simplify. Just go ahead and solve those. So like 33 is x plus 2 plus 7. Just add those up and get x plus 9. That's all I want you to do there. 48 is negative 2/5, and they're multiplying it by negative 5/2 a. Multiply the numerators. Negative 2 times negative 5 is 10. 5 times 2 is 10. And then the a tags along. Any number over itself is 1, so the answer is just a. Notice, I took this negative 2 times negative 5 and got positive 10. Once I used up the negative, it was gone, so I didn't do anything with it down here. Okay, so very important to remember, this isn't negative 2 times negative 5 and then negative 5 times negative 2. You use it once on one of the numbers, you can't use it again. Alright, so hopefully that will solve any confusion there. 49 to, 92. We are using the distributive property and pretty much everything else you've done. Let's jump all the way to number 92. So we have negative 3, and we're multiplying that by 4x plus 5, and then we're subtracting 20. So we're going to use distributive there. So we get negative 12x minus 15. So negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15 minus 20. Can't combine anything there because of the x, so we're just going to leave that as negative 12x. The negative 15 minus 20, we're going to make that plus a negative 20. And so now we have a negative and a negative. So two negatives, if the signs are the same, you add the numbers and put the negative sign on it because it's common to both of them. And that ends up being what you get for an answer. 93 through 124. There's a lot of problems in this thing. What if you had something like 94? Okay, we're going to do what's in the parentheses first. So what is 1/2 of negative 10? Negative 5. Okay, and then it says we're going to square it. So we still have that little bracket or brace or whatever. Negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25 because two negatives give you a positive. Looking along here for something that might be tricky. Let's do number 114. Negative 1/2 times negative 2x plus 6. So we're going to first of all distribute. Negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2 over 2. Negative 1/2 times 6. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6. And the 2 just travels along with it since there's nothing to multiply it by. So 2 over 2 is 1. And 6 over 2 is 3. So we have x minus 3 for our answer there. And that should get you through problem set 1.7.